Hello and welcome to Dice Chasers. Focus on me. Thank you. Back in the last episode, we had some back-to-back backstory with Jin and Elio's backstories coming back to haunt them. The first backstory was Elio, who, after the tension between him and Yalrith was kind of getting to levels of unpleasantness, decided he wanted to kind of see if he could mend the relationship, and to do so opened up about his past to her with so much exposition that I would not be able to summarize it here. The episode is posted on YouTube at this point, so go watch it there. Scooting, more scoot. The second backstory was Jin, who was not aware of most of the backstory that was revealed. He was approached by a woman named Regan, who claimed to be the Hopebringer, and that since he was the Doom Herald, the two of them had to have a baby together that would become a mighty dragon slayer. To which Jin, despite her aesthetically pleasing appearance, according to Sam, said no. More scooting. After turning her down, he explained that he was already caught up in some other things and that he would need around a year in order to help Sabrak get his memories back first, since that was his current priority. Regan agreed to this and said that she would come back to see him in a year. After Regan left, Jin tried to get a bit more information about the Doom Herald and the Lightbringer situation, which he found in a book belonging to Yalrith that Sonia read to him, since Jin's still learning to read. While this was going on, Liam told us that he would help us to find more information about Cragmaw Castle, having not been able to find very much within the school library. So he set off to do that, and we decided, hey, we'll do a bit more research ourselves as players into each other's backstories. Scoot. And while all of this was happening, S.C.H.O.O.L was hiding under the couch because Jin was angry with him for letting our captured Red Brand member escape. So, will S.C.H.O.O.L ever come out from under the couch? Will Liam find out any information about Cragmaw Castle? Will we have more backstory revealed this time around? Find out in this episode of Dice Chasers!
Adventure calling, do you hear it beckon? Choose your fate, the dice are falling, chase your destiny. Traveling with your companions, forming your own story. Facing dungeons, fighting dragons, live your legacy. Searching for a greater purpose, carrying the burden of a pain-filled history, healing through the comfort of companions, chasing after freedom, waiting patiently. We can hear adventure calling, we will answer bravely. Toss the dice, we'll face our fate, we'll chase our destiny.
Let's, where should we start? Is there anything anybody wants to talk about with their characters here before I start hard and heavy in?
Hard and heavy, jeez.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
Oh, I don't threaten you. I promise.
You can hold them to that.
Yeah.
I think I was just putting a book away, so I got nothing.
It's like half passed out on the couch.
I'm pretty sure that Sabrak would be picking up the A is for Asmar S.C.H.O.O.L run. It's scanning it with the optics, and you sort of hear this very deep chortle that comes from This is amusing.
Oh, also last time, you guys finally opened that treasure chest that you got from like game 2.
Yes, we have a problem when it comes to opening or returning things.
And you did find a green gem inside, which turned out to be an engineering core.
Engineering
Yes.
core. I was
Oh,
close.
yeah. And then
Yes,
we
and
passed
then-
it off to Jin, and Jin passed it back to everybody. It was like, we
Yeah,
have
it
a
was like,
big
we'll-
vault downstairs.
Yeah, it's like, let's put it in the library.
Yeah, that's what Elio was doing because he had it in his possession.
I actually totally forgot
Position.
about that. Position. If Elio steps through the portal and doesn't come back, we'll know it was rigged.
Right?
Oh no, the
I do feel like
library
hope he comes back.
exploded.
An archive
Either
knowledge
way.
gone.
Either way, half the party's dead.
Oh no.
Almost a TV thing.
Give him 10 seconds. Sam's still in the room.
Well, I see
It
a
just goes
nerd.
haywire.
So the front bell rings as somebody enters the school.
Is she? Oh no, she's gone. Never mind.
Years.
Jin gets behind the couch. Oh, dive.
He's here.
On hearing the bell, Sabrak will close the book that he's hearing with, S.C.H.O.O.L run, and he'll slowly begin to make his way as he sees other people at the foyer.
So I found some information here. We're looking for a druid who lives around here. Reidoth. I guess he's not in town right now, but everyone I spoke to said that he knows these lands better than most.
Interesting. Is there any wares or claims, such as whereabouts, where we might find this druid that you mentioned of?
That's where it gets tricky.
Of course.
There's a place called Thunder Tree, or it was a place called Thunder Tree, closer to Neverwinter. When the volcano erupted, it pretty much wiped out the town. But he's rumored to have a lodging there.
Interesting.
Did he live there before the volcano or after the volcano?
You know, I'm not sure, but he's still alive, so... Or at least he was up to a few weeks ago.
Then it sounds like we will proceed from that point and investigate this thunder tree as you claimed.
That would be the next best step. I'll stay here and keep doing some digging. Sonia, actually, you might want to be careful leaving here.
Why do you say that?
There is a gnome in the town square ranting and raving about a satyr on the moon getting ready to destroy the world.
Oh my.
Query, may we have a description of this gnome in order to see how we A, avoid this individual, or B, possibly prevent them from spreading these false rumors?
Well, nobody seems to be paying much attention to him. He's got kind of lavender-colored hair. Looks like an explosion went off in his face recently. People seem to be treating him like he's not all there. I mean, a satyr on the moon, on Saloon, trying to destroy the world doesn't really make much sense, but...
Well, I mean, I don't think he'd have a problem with me then. If the satyr's on the moon and I'm here, then it's clearly I'm not that satyr, so we should be good.
Logically speaking, that is correct.
Yes, however, I don't know how sane he is. He might think just because you're a satyr.
Here, one sec. She runs into the room. Not run, like walks into the room. Grabs like a cloak and like covers her horns and her ears. Like a nice little bonnet. And then, is it possible to just find like a pair of boots probably somewhere?
Oh yeah.
She's gonna put her
Oh,
boots over
no.
her hooves. But like, since they slip off, she's gonna like tie them really tight. Like not like circulation is off, but like enough that.
So
And
you're
she walks
walking
out,
on them,
and
they're just
she-
kind of like flopping around.
She takes small
Queue up
steps.
around.
Small steps. There. Now I don't look like a satyr.
All right.
That of the most common lay person, I would definitely agree.
Who's gonna tell her? I'm gonna tell her.
One sec.
No, Elio's got this.
Elio's not there.
I'm technically
it-
asleep
I was
on
gonna
this
see if one of
couch,
the
so-
boots was like backwards or like like an ear was sticking out, but I'd say a 22 is probably. I guess it would be a deception usually for costumes, not performance.
Yeah. So you're trying to deceive.
Hey.
Yeah, well, that's still pretty
Nice.
good.
Essentially, I used a disguise kit, but I don't have one, so it was just stuff that was lying
Improvised disguise, yes.
around. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's enough stuff lying around here.
Oh, probably.
Tablecloth for a skirt, you know.
I mean, she's wearing a skirt already. It's just a matter of whether she's put pants on.
Excuse me, the boots are pretty high, and people wear fur pants.
Okay.
All right, she's got the boots with the fur.
The whole club was looking at her.
Right?
Especially if that club is Liam Teach.
She hit that floor.
Oof.
Next thing you know, Sonia
Satyr
got
got low.
low.
And then she fell over. Just balanced the thing.
Very well, we shall have to see with the rest of our companions, as I know that both Ilio and Yalrith are still in the library.
And Jim
Alright.
still passed out on the couch.
That we just
It-
see
just
Jim's
like-
foot up on the couch.
She's dead.
Man's been studying hard.
Well, I will go and get Yalrith and Elio then. And she walks off and...
Affirmative. Also, Liam, I have been finding it quite amusing in reading these children's books. They are very enlightening and also very funny.
I'm glad you like them.
Very much so. It is a shame that not more children are able to possibly enjoy these books as well, as I have seen within Phandalin and elsewhere, that there is quite a bit of poverty that prevents them from enjoying what I've been told to be a childhood.
Yes, a lot of kids have to end up working.
Affirmative. It would be most ideal that if school could perhaps educate these individuals who have this so-called childhood. Query, Liam, what was your childhood like?
Oh boy.
Well, I'm gonna get a full 8 hours rest. We're good.
Yeah, long rest for
Daddy
Jin right
issues
there.
unlocked.
Insert shaking camera as Liam gets triggered.
Well, both my parents were wizards, academics. And of course I have trouble reading. The words just don't go where they should. I have trouble with some of the simplest words in books. That's why my father made me vigil to help me make sense of things. And yeah, we'll head up to the family, I guess. Mom got eaten by a bullet. I was 10 at the time. Went to university. Cerise and I were engaged for a time.
Oh,
Oh my.
Then I started school. You know, nothing too crazy.
it still sounds as though you have had quite the experience.
Well, everybody does.
Affirmative.
I want to ask what Cerise's like reaction, like look was at the mention of the engagement, but I'm not there anymore.
Who's
It was
Cerise
like,
again?
Do that edit.
Our
The tiefling.
the tiefling was standing next
yes.
to them.
Yes.
She's just like glaring at him, and he feels a slight cinder on the side of his head.
Yeah, I was like, does she look sad, or does she look embarrassed? Does she look angry? I'll never know.
You'll never know.
She'll never tell.
How about you, Sabrak? How was your
In-
manufacturing?
Nice.
If I could elaborate upon that point, I would then, Liam. Unfortunately, I only have the scantest of memories that reside within Tink, my so-called brain. They're mostly upon of my other kin that are mobilizing towards that of fighting invaders of some sort. Almost, it's been the tales stories of the mind flayers or ithlets, if you would know of them.
I'm familiar, yes. It's,
Yes.
There's an entire study on them.
Yes, that has been what some of my fragmented memories have come back after my journeys with my companions, and also back to the harmonics facility with the crystalline studies that your father was undertaking. Seems as though that of my past origin, along with my conversations with Sam, it seems as though my construction was based upon dealing with these individuals for some creator of mine.
Interesting. Have you ever, I know you said the problems with your brain, have you ever opened it up to have a look at the processes that are in place?
It is very difficult to examine one's brain, considering that of all the plates, bolts, and everything else. It requires a steady hand. I have mended to my own possibilities as well, such as
He rolls back the ropes and everything. You'd see that the metal on his hands and forearms, you definitely see some dents and impressions, cuts that seem to have been worked upon, mended over time.
I have managed to work upon outside exposures and other places of damage upon this frame of mine. However, I have not delved too far into my own internal workings.
Well, I'm sure it's something we could look at further in the future.
Yes, I believe that is what they would call if they were to be under the surgeon's knife.
I love that despite the fact they're talking to each other, the art is just having them face away from each other.
Yes.
We're talking about
Perfect, very good.
echolocation.
Oh. Whoa.
That's right. I learned a thing or two.
Very
actually having
advanced
meaningful dialogue.
now. My simple mind can't handle it.
Oh,
You've officially blown her mind. We're done. Thanks, guys.
You can examine my brain now. It's all over the walls.
Too soon? Too soon.
All right.
Pate.
Cut to the library.
Give me a second to
TV.
move the camera over and everything.
So how long would have passed between the end of last episode and now? Like, roughly, time-wise.
Thank you for giving me literally a second.
Long enough for Jin to fall asleep and hit REM sleep.
Okay.
His little barbarian leg is kicking as he's chasing down.
20
Chasing
minutes.
after dragons.
If that leg makes contact with the floor, that couch is going through the wall. So is he.
So, in that time, Yaoreth and Elio have managed to dictate 71 pages.
Nice.
Nice.
So when Sonia comes in, there is a neat stack next to Yaoreth of these 71 pages of shit Elio has well, I say shit, but you know what I mean. Like
Just
information.
stuff.
It's just his
Just
entire
stuff.
life story and traumas that he trusted you with. And opened
Elio's
up to you.
whoredom.
It's all shit. It's all shit. No, so
Exposition dump.
everything that Elio has told Yaoreth has written down, but it's also, if Sonia were to cursorily glance at the page, she wouldn't be able to understand it because it's coded. Because Yaoreth has the Devil's Sight. No,
okay.
no, it's not that.
Sight.
You didn't
not that, it's-
teach me your
it's
secret
eyes of-
code language. I thought we were friends.
The lines of a trail
Friends
have been
off.
drawn.
Jin's my new best friend.
Wow! I made a promise.
Yes!
Friendship's destroyed.
Yaoreth, that's fine. I have a
Friendship
cute
ended
blonde
with
twink now. I don't care.
He's got wings. What have you got?
Boots
And all this
now,
inside tail.
with the
So
fur.
lonely.
Fur that doesn't belong to you anymore. Oh, and I hit my entire desk.
Wow. Who would have thought the whole party would have fallen apart this soon?
Right over some coded writing. Because I believe last episode, Yaoreth even said to Elio, I'll write it coded so no one else
Yeah.
can read it until
Yeah.
you're read it. Yeah.
Well,
And so,
everyone
yeah.
else has given their tragic backstory, so I should tell you now that Sonia's mother was killed by coded letters, so...
No!
Push her right off the cliff.
That's in code, so that doesn't mean she's still alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we asked
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
we asked them why, but we couldn't understand the explanation. Either Barry's frozen or he's very unamused with my joke.
I think he wants to pretend to be frozen just because, but
Anyways, you see Sonia walk up in her her bonnet and her boots.
anybody who has sad DM, disappointed berry face, just spam it now.
Yeah, fill the chat.
Their third level subscribers.
Mm.
The next
Oh,
one's gonna be
Greta.
Barry. No.
Yeah, so she walks up and she's the papers. So, what have you guys been up to in I have no idea what's been going on down here, and
None whatsoever.
the bonnet kind of twitches a little underneath as her ears are twitching.
Elio is just sort of like they're taking a break, so he's just sort of like slumped forward, like elbows on his knees. He kind of looks like exhausted. Like he looks very haggard and like drawn in a sense. It's just that emotional weathering, but he physically looks quite shooketh.
Aerith looks up. She's got ink on her hands, and she's working her left hand where she's been writing for like hours. She looks up Sonia, and well, Elio and I came to a little agreement, and we had a talk. So now I don't want to punch him in his stupid face quite so much. And there's a grin. She's joking. She doesn't want to punch Elio in his stupid face at all.
Elio just chuckles softly. I like that I still have a stupid face, so that hasn't at least changed. So consistency matters. Yeah, I get it.
Well, your face doesn't look like mine, and mine is perfection. What do you mean? And then we got to talking, and Elio decided he wanted his side of the history book thing. He wanted to put his story out there, and so I transcribed it for him.
Liam had asked me if I would be willing to share my side. So
That
I
one.
figured Yalrith would be the best person to do that.
Speaking of,
I wrote
he
it.
just got back. So, I'm guessing it's
Oh.
probably not finished yet, she said, looking at the papers.
This won't be a one and done for me, unfortunately. So
That's fair.
not my style.
Yeah, Liam came back, and he
Smirk.
found some...
You did allude.
You did. They're both innocents and don't understand, so he's like, heh.
Yara's like, we knew this wasn't going to be one session. Just looking at him with like, what? Just completely went over
Mhm.
her head. Just,
Yeah, Liam is back.
Yeah, he's just upstairs. He found information, or at least a lead, for the Cragmaw Castle stuff. There's a druid that I forget the name of, I think like Rudolph or something. And if we go to him, we might get more information, is what he said. And he may or may not
Okay.
have been in a volcano.
Well,
Perfect.
Druid, volcano. Odds are okay.
So if you guys, you look really tired. We could wait.
I am not physically tired. It is a mental burden for sure, but I think once we get on the road, perhaps it would alleviate that.
Then we should go wake up Jin and get going then, I guess.
All right.
Yaris will gather up the papers and hand them to Elio, and
He just takes them with a sigh.
they're not mine to keep hold of.
I will think maybe just keep them down here for now. Perhaps just put them somewhere safe. Vigil, where would be a good place to keep a unfinished tome?
Certainly, a library is a great place for a tome.
Yes. Where should I put this so it doesn't get perhaps lost or...
One of the study rooms, perhaps?
Okay. Ilya will do that and then make his way up with everybody else.
Oh yeah, these are the study rooms. I see now.
Yes.
Yes.
I was paying attention. What do you mean?
No, we had limited space. We
Yeah,
were allowed to
yeah.
be in.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
No reason at all.
I mean, it's your library, guys. Come on.
I think it was a screening issue, framing issue.
I was in the
Correct.
washroom, okay?
Stop making out. God.
Yeah, Yara's gonna like screw the lid back on her ink. She's gonna. Did I take prestidigitation? Yeah, she's gonna prestidigitate her quill. No, that's. Wait, no. I
You got
thought you
precedent shape.
There's
Yeah,
a
I thought
well
you could use-
outside. We could just wash our hands normally, like normal people.
You
Yeah,
can use
magic. Look,
can
if the wizards of can just magic away their poop,
Right?
Pick 'em up.
What's the point of being a warlock if I'm not going to use magic?
Prestidigitate can clean yourself, Mercy.
Okay, so yeah, so Mercy's no, Yowrith, not Mercy, wrong game. Yowrith is going to prestidigitate her quill and her hands, and just like, yeah, magic baby, and then pack all her stuff away. Cause yeah, I get used to this. Bear in mind, she's had her powers for all of 6 months, probably a little less. No, wait,
It's been
we
1
said
year.
they've been. Yeah, she's had her powers for a year. My bad.
It was like weird that like you got a delayed start. Not until you start doing the payment.
Yes, you got the
we'll
trial version of
suspend your
Warlock
magic
unlocked.
account.
Well, Elio is going to head up.
so what's Josh listening to that's gotten boogieing so much?
You guys, and then just generally singing to myself in my own head because it's fun.
There you go.
I do that.
Also, it may not be boots with the fur. And anyway,
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Giving him an earworm.
well, that and thrift shop.
I would say that once people are getting back, Sabrak and Liam are still talking. Sabrak has taken off the cowl of its head and has asked Liam to examine if there's any access ports or anything else on its cranium.
Oh yeah, you know, I got to custom make like a screwdriver for this one here. It's obvious this one looks like it does to a baby, and then
Little do we realize that in the D&D universe, we are going to make the Liam key that is unique for every possible aspect.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. We were just conferring of how we might be able to open up my cranial plate in order to examine the contents within. I presume that you and Yelrith have managed to work out whatever you needed to.
Yeah, we've been doing some talking and
Excellent.
transference of my stories onto paper.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're-
perfect.
It's still in progress, and I don't even know if I want to share it yet, but at least if it's written and I can perhaps bear through to read it, we can do something about it.
Absolutely. Like I said, we only have the one side of the story. And having both sides is obviously.
I honestly just
somewhere in
want
the middle you
people,
find the truth.
I just don't want people thinking I'm a damn Mothman.
I mean, it's the same reason why I carry some books by S.C.H.O.O.L down in the library there.
I
I
mean,
need
yeah,
you to not.
he was a complete. I mean, some of his work is absolutely brilliant.
Have you read The Dichotomy of Good and Evil by S.C.H.O.O.L?
I
incredible.
have.
I
I
have.
have.
That Arthur guy sounds super pathetic.
Somewhere there's a cat, there's a tabaxi who is sulking big time.
Yes, the treatise upon bringing forth a death god into the world were quite fascinating.
For
He
very
wasn't
some
that
context.
important. They killed him in one go.
Correct. The conclusion to that dissertation was quite, well, not well on good foundations.
Sad DM emote time, guy.
Yep, more said DM emotes. Put them in chat.
Curl up
Someone's
in
like
balls, try
crowning
not
glory.
to cry.
For brief context, Sirak was a villain in one of our previous campaigns that Mercy's other character had got away, and now she pissed.
So pissed, like swearing eternal revenge on a 1,000-year-old lich.
To which
Kind of
Talon
pissed.
is going to be like, "Get over it!"
No!
I would have murked you guys so hard.
Oh yeah, there would be no chance.
Anyway, back to the story.
Yara took some meat from the everlasting meat fireplace and went to go feed Toe.
Aw.
Slides a plate of meat underneath the couch.
Yep.
Back to the kobold bout.
Yep.
Someone
No,
from,
thank you for the meat.
someone
I'm
from
not cat.
Phandelin's walking past that window right now, like, what are they doing in this new... What the heck? Can't see the kobold, they just see a dragonborn sliding a meat plate under a couch.
Oh, now why would a place called school they be putting fried meat underneath the couch? That doesn't seem well educated.
To your
This-
knowledge.
This must be that newfangled science I heard so much about.
It'll be a science project if it doesn't get finished.
Oh god, yeah, it will. I don't think there's any danger of that though with Toe, let's face it. You may not be a cat, but you are adorable. Enjoy your food, and I promise I'll not let
Garbage
anyone kill
receptacle.
you.
Okay, bye, Dragon Lady.
Bye! And then Yareth goes and leaves him to it.
Well, Liam, if you tell us the where to, and we will check it out.
Well, that's me.
Yes.
Liam. That's right.
Yes.
I am Liam.
The other Liam.
Very
Thunder Tree. You need to go to the ruins of the town Thunder Tree,
All right.
just east of Neverwinter.
Mm.
Oh, we're losing Megan.
I've been yawning this whole time.
Mhm.
I also my brain thought of such an absolutely horrible pun.
But you
Lay
have
it
to
on
stay
us.
with the class.
It's really bad. I will proceed this
share
with
it,
extra
Megan.
bad. The
Do it.
one of them
Do it.
sophisticated schools. You mean sophisticated? Like sticking steak under the sofa. And I'm just like, brain, that takes too many levels, but it's so bad.
So you guys gonna head right out, or are you gonna check around Phandalin, or what are you gonna do before we head off?
I'm interested in this guy that's screaming about satyrs on the moon, and I'm
Yeah.
in disguise, so he's not gonna know. So
We're satyrs on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
What is this about satyrs on the moon?
oh, that was
Yeah.
Megan. Sonya didn't say that.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Well, we should probably wake Jin. I believe y'all said he was napping still.
Yareth squeezes by. Yareth squeezes by, runs over, and jumps onto the sofa next to Jin.
Oh boy.
Is that initiative then?
We'll find out.
Not even as much beside him, it's on him.
Just roll me a dex save there to avoid a flail from the barbarian.
Jin is the couch now.
Oh.
Remember how Jin's little barbarian leg was kicking as he was chasing something in his dreams?
Yeah.
As you leap, you get booted into the wall.
Oh, was it? Huh?
Right into Sam?
No, like right below the window.
Oh.
This way or this way? Is that right?
Helio's attention is drawn.
It's just like those innate reflexes. Like you're like, "Haha, I'll get him," but you get into sleep, it's like, boom with his foot, and you just go, and you take that damage.
Are you okay?
Just like
What
stretching on the
happened?
couch.
I believe that was a retaliatory strike when the Yeller was about to pounce upon Jin.
Oh, okay.
Sonya said,
Yeah, I was struggling to breathe. I just wanted to wake him up.
Well, no one said you didn't succeed.
Sonya is gonna
He is awake
try
now.
to help Yalrith
He's
to
like-
her feet.
Fascinating. The physics of that scenario were incredible.
I can
Thanks, Sam. Yareth just puts his thumb up.
What does
Those
my
plushies
physics have
tucked
to do
into his
with
arm.
this?
Physics of what?
Is your friend classified as a weapon?
Yes.
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 I would say that every part of Jin could be considered a weapon.
He's like a multi-wielding.
You're welcome, Barry.
Wait, I missed that.
You'll have to watch it to find out.
I need a second monitor. Fuck my life.
I mean, I just keep up the videos because I don't need to see the screen unless we're moving, but
That's fair.
I looked away.
I'll tell you later.
I'll tell you when you're older. I missed
At
it
least
too.
it's
so
on
I'm-
camera.
The youngest person here.
Are we not the oldest, Josh?
That would be Barry. Barry is the oldest.
Joey is the oldest.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought I was.
So wither and die.
Wait. What was that comment about RPing as long as you've been alive?
Stares at Josh in a judgmental tone.
I don't have to track it anymore. I just ask how old Megan is.
He'll be 24 in a month or so.
Making his baby.
But yeah, Jin is now awake and still confused as to why Yaorath decided to sleep below a window in such an awkward position.
Elio just looks at Yalra. What did we learn?
Don't try and wake a sleeping barbarian.
Don't try to jump on a sleeping barbarian. You will get
Yes.
kicked.
Same thing. She's just trying to regain her breath. There's no malice or anything. Like, she understands exactly what Elio is trying to do.
Elio's just snickering.
Jin's gonna wander over to Yaorath and gently just pick her up and stand her on her feet and then dust her off and then pat her twice and be like, alright.
Be good,
Hey.
fam.
Pretty much inferred what happened.
At least now you know you can survive a kick to the chest from Jin. That's like chalk one on the notch it on the bedpost thing.
Gareth looks confused at the notches on the bedpost.
You literally just have to look at somebody like, I just took that dude's boot to my chest. You're nothing. Very intimidating. Huh?
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
And Yaora's chest pops out, and then she curls back. He's like, "Ow!"
Nope, that's the floor. Come back up. Lift her back up.
Might have a broken rib.
You gotta breathe that one out. You gotta breathe that one out. Come on, let's walk. Let's walk it off.
We'll take a brief short rest to bring back up some hit points, and then we'll be heading out.
Do I have to
Actually,
rest
to
and
the
roll a
couch.
hit dice, Barry?
Yeah, you have to take a short rest to do a hit.
You do.
Correct.
Half hour, not a big deal. We'll all kind of pack our bags and get things ready.
Jin will get food
Exactly.
Yaora's
and
walks
threaten
to her
Toe before
room.
leaving.
He is firmly hidden underneath that couch. He's not
Oh.
coming out.
That's his lair.
I mean, he did roll you a bottle of mead last episode.
And
Peace
I did
offering.
say live for another day.
That is this day.
Oh, she gets almost all of her hit points back.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, you're fine.
While
You're
we're
walking off.
doing the packing and such, Sonia doesn't exactly have much to bring, so she's gonna go up to Sam and be like, "So, what's your plan?"
I thought I would sit and observe. There's a lot going on around this place, it seems.
I meant
That-
when we were leaving, but good to know you got a plan for right now too.
I think that's what he means, Sonia.
Did you want me to come along? Are you not worried about organic damage?
They're more worried about organic damage here.
Elio
One
channeling his best
second.
Marge Simpson right there.
I would insight check Elio. She's
Sigh.
not picking up anything. I mean, if you want to come, I think you said you wanted to go and learn and see things, right? I mean, there's a library, so that's good for learning things, but you don't really see much in this one building.
Can Jin do like an unarmed strike to just kind of like cover her mouth and then slide her back slowly?
Sleight of hand.
Exhales in concerned dad.
If you wanted me to join along, I would be happy to. However, your friend, Elio, does not seem to.
Insert character name here.
Shit.
I didn't get that sense at all, but I mean, if you're fine staying here, then I guess you can.
I think you should stay here, Sonia.
Let's put it this way, Sonia, Sam. It would certainly be still very learning for him to come with us, but at the same time, being somewhere here where there's just as much for him to learn, there's somewhere he can stay, there's adult supervision.
It's
We
relatively safe
lack
and not
at least
teaching
one
him
of
about
those
combat.
things. We lack at least one of those things, and like it's relatively safe with us. But the other
Yeah,
one is
Yaora's pokes her head out the bedroom door. We lack adult supervision.
yes, good job. She got it. You're getting there. I'll teach this one sarcasm yet, I swear.
That sounds like a life lesson as itself.
So I have an easier time teaching you sarcasm. So
Sonia has a slightly kind of sad, like not sad, but like disappointed look. And she's, okay, well, you stay safe then. We'll be back soon.
Affirmative.
I think he'll have fun here. There's lots to do in Phandelver, and Liam surely will be able to teach him many things. And there's a giant library down there that Liam can also bring him down into and possibly inform him further of organic damage and all.
Perhaps I will go and study this gnome.
What gnome? A gnome? What gnome?
Oh, there's a
There's been a
gnome.
gnome that has been causing problems within Phandelver. But has been mentioning the satire on the moon that is going to destroy the world.
That's why I'm disguised.
Correct.
Maybe,
Oh, you were just being weird.
I thought you were just having fun.
Yeah, everyone's like,
Negative.
it just seemed normal for her, so...
I was wondering about the ensemble.
I mean,
Sonia was
not
attempting to
necessarily the
disguise the
ensemble.
features.
Go ahead,
She's
Jess.
literally just has extra boots and like a bonnet, so she just looks like someone wearing fur pants and boots. It's a clashing outfit, but like.
Traders don't need boots. That's weird.
Oh no, like she
fair
wasn't
food.
saying that. That was me.
Yeah, I
saying,
know,
like,
but-
Is to prevent the possible gnome from assaulting her and making more of a ruckus than anything else. Also, we might be able to see what he is trying to say with clandestine operations.
I mean, he's probably on the way out. We may as well.
Affirmative.
I mean, if he turns out to be a loony, we throw him in a barrel, attach the barrel to an ice floe, and ship him down the river, right? Right?
I think if
No.
we
That's
had
what we
put
do
all
here, right?
loonies in barrels, we'd be down in the river ourselves by now.
No.
I heard murder. Yareth comes walking out of the bedroom.
God damn it.
I do not believe that murder is what our intention is.
Guys, don't talk about murdering people over the ex-killer robot.
Mm.
Organic damage, you say?
Organic
bad.
damage.
Jin looks at Sam. Murder is bad.
Affirmative.
Except in certain contexts, it would seem.
No.
No,
We're,
murder itself, by the definition, is bad.
Yareth comes up. Yeah, murder's bad. So.
Tis never
The
good.
the apertures of its eyes kind of like narrow as it looks at you. Like, I'm not sure I believe you.
Well, no, it's just in the general true sense. Murder is bad. Just because someone may do it does not make the action good, is what we're saying.
So by definition, you are bad.
Yes.
Interesting.
He says
Yeah.
without
Dictionary.
even budging an inch of face, there's no sarcasm here.
Then Yareth looks thoughtful for a moment and remembers poor bloke back at Trisenda Manor and is like, yeah, me too. We were going for non-lethal damage. That didn't work out very well.
Whoops.
Well, let us carry on into Phandelver and see what this gnome is about, and then we can perhaps
Alright.
carry on to see about this druid that may or may not have been eaten by a volcano.
He's not in a volcano.
No, may or may not have been eaten by a volcano.
No, the volcanic eruption happened a long time ago. The town got destroyed.
But I mean,
He's
Elio
living
doesn't
there.
know that. Sonia just said he might have
Sonia
been
just
in a
mentioned.
volcano.
Yeah, because we don't know when he was there, before or after.
Oh, these
We got the
things-
explanation,
oh.
however, Sonia played telephone with her information.
She was only half paying attention. I knew what all the information was, but Sonia was just like, "Da-da-da-da-da."
Head in the clouds.
Just head on out.
Alrighty. Off to Phandelver.
Well, we's in Phandelver, but you know,
Oh, we're outside of school now.
just outside of it. But
Yeah, as you move down the street, you can hear the ranting and ravings of a little voice. Doomed! You're all doomed!
this is horribly familiar.
The weapon has been found. He will destroy us all.
Well, apparently, I
Does
had
the
24
gnome
hit
gathered
points.
a crowd?
Yeah, there's a few people, and even you, notably, Regan is there.
Oh.
It's your girlfriend.
Ah, there was a woman that was chasing after Eugen's reproductive organs.
Wants the dick.
Elio just like snorts.
And sure you could!
over
Elio's
there.
dropped.
Would we like have like an eye contact moment then of like as we're walking in?
Oh yeah,
Like
she'd
you
notice
go.
you and
Sonya
like give you
waves.
everyone a nod kind of thing. The gnome goes,
The shield has found the secrets of Lyria, and he's going to use it to destroy all of Faerun.
Yeah, I was gonna walk up to said crying gnome and be like, what's this? Huh? What now? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I'm just watching Megan's eyes.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's
Ilya looks
Sonya.
to Jen, it's like,
She
it's-
heard that and was just like, you guys saw Sonya do like she was like waving and then just immediately like looked over in surprise, like probably hand frozen up.
To which Ilya was about to say to Jin's like, it's okay, she's just asking questions, it's not a big deal. And then sees Sonya's like,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
Jin's beside Sonya, so it was kind of like he saw her reaction and then stopped.
Maybe I was just hearing things. Excuse me. Sorry, who? Who did you just say?
The shield! The destroyer! He hates us all of us, and he wants to destroy us. Why is your hand up?
I have a question for the DM. I'm sorry to break this, but why is
Okay.
the gnome a goblin?
I got 3 voices.
I know it's the rip.
And
I'm
that's
so
it.
sorry, people.
It's just tiny vocal cords, not necessarily just goblin.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. You know, I might be sizist. I'm sorry.
My goblin, kobold, and gnome all sound alike, so
There's subtle differences that I'm not picking up.
very
on.
very subtle. You have to have a hearing of like a dog to pick it up, but
Got the cadence right there.
I have learned the dialects over the years.
Ah.
One of them needs a baby. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Gotta be a certain level of greasiness to the goblins.
And this Mr. Destroyer's on the moon?
On Saloon, yes. He found the city of Lyria.
Would Yareth know what Lyria is? I feel like she would.
you can roll me a history.
Or Elio.
Yeah, roll if you want.
I would like to join in this history check.
Yareth is the big dumb today.
Cha!
Yep.
To all of your knowledge, why would there be a city on the moon?
Who's haunted, yo?
That's weird, yo.
This does not compute.
Hmm.
1 second, I'm a roll to see this.
Nice.
Lore strong with this one.
Actually supposed
not
to be
actually-
a history buff. Like,
He's not
oh,
actually a
shit.
barbarian, he's a bardarian.
A barbarian.
Before you can tell Jin that though, Sonya literally grabs this gnome, like she like crouches in front of him. Where is this place?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Ah!
Not
Jin,
like
this is being
hard, but in
escalated.
like a determined like I need you to tell me.
Lyria's on Saloon.
And he just points up.
The Spelljammers come and go.
I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm really confused. She lets go and kind of like takes.
And,
a
well,
step
as
back.
you're like close like that, he goes,
Your father will destroy us all.
She like actually like lets go and takes a few staggered steps back at that.
yeah. As you let him go, he actually tumbles backwards, and his like feet are in the air, kind of.
Yareth steps forward and helps the gnome back to his feet and just looks between Yareth. Looks between the gnome and Sonya. Like, can you run that by me just one more?
Elio is gonna step in front of Sonya and just kind of like a gentle kind of reach behind him to like take maybe one of her hands, like her arm kind of thing. Not like a hard gesture, more like a soft sort of, I gotcha.
The shield is on Saloon. He found the city of Lyria, where the Spelljammers come. There's a weapon there. He plans to use it to destroy us all. I helped him find it.
You
And then
did.
he tossed me back down here.
Oh boy.
He wouldn't do that. No, you have to be lying.
I used to live in Lyria, and now I'm here on the dirt.
Sonya's like there's processing going on in her mind.
Mm.
Is the gnome telling the truth? Would Yareth be able to see with that
I mean,
roll?
To the best of your knowledge, yeah, he seems to be honest. Jin,
Seems to be telling the truth.
With your 23 there, Jin, even that you're like, what the hell is Laria? Why would anyone live on a rock in the void?
I mean, how are they supposed to share it with the bunny that lives up there?
Yeah, you have your own stone stories about the moon, so.
Nice.
The rabbits live up there. There's no city on the moon.
And he was speaking of spell something?
Jammers.
Spelljammers.
Does any of that ring any bells?
Not with me.
And they're peculiar.
Would any of it ring
Perhaps we
bells with Sonia? Like her dad mentioning it, or like little things? Okay.
Hypothetically, Sarah, what was your name?
I'm Tompkin Knackle.
Tompkin. Hypothetically, since you were tossed from there, would you know how to get up there?
No,
Then you were simply born there then?
I'm from Laria. I can't
Never-
go home now. I don't know how to get back up there.
Okay. You will just sort of like maybe usher everybody off slowly. And he kind of will be looking to Sonya and be like, we will look into this. I mean, he seems mad, but perhaps there's some truth, and this is obviously important to you, so.
Jin, you kind of feel someone lean in next to you, and Regan goes, "You kicked the scaly one, didn't you?"
Which one?
The one with your boot print on her shirt.
Oh, I didn't get rid of that. Sorry. In his defense, it was my fault.
This gnome has fascinating stories. Hopefully I'll add them to my tribe's chronicle.
You'd probably do better to not.
Don't do that. That guy's lying. My dad's not trying to destroy anything in this plane.
So Yaoreth gently takes Sonia's hand and leads her past the gnome with like, he's not lying. I'm sorry.
How do you know, Alrith?
I mean, I don't know, it just... There's something about him, he's not lying. At the very least, he believes what he's saying.
That doesn't mean
He
he's not
believes
lying, though. Yeah, that's very different from being actually truthful in what it actually is. I mean, certainly...
It doesn't mean he's lying, though.
No.
It means from his perspective, he is telling the truth.
Precisely.
That's what I mean.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that truth is the whole truth.
Correct.
But in your reverse opinion of it, it also doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah, we don't know.
We need to find more information. And unfortunately, I think he's a little bit more frazzled than anything else. If we're going to find more information on
Good
this, we're going to have
night.
Good night.
Night-night,
Yes.
Ella.
Have a good night, Ella.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You can't see me, but I'm waving.
Here, we'll wait for her.
Yeah. Dance, puppets, dance.
I know. I agree with Jen. This is definitely something it's important to you, regardless of truth or false.
Mhm.
Oh,
Very much so.
heard
Take
that.
things more so of yourself there, Sonia, than what we have heard from this gnome. I would like to investigate further.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would
Almost
say
got murdered
that
by that.
our collective whole is a family.
Good
per se.
night.
Good
Good
night.
Night,
Ella.
night.
Night.
Night, Ella.
Sweet dreams.
And on that adorable note, let's call it break.
So when we return, James was speaking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, be right back, guys.
I have to
Same.
remember my lines.
Can you hear adventure calling? Do you hear it beckon? Choose your fate, the dice are falling. Chase your destiny. Traveling
And back. Sabrak, go for it.
So yeah, so as we're kind of sort of all huddled to the side, and our gnome Topkin is sort of more preaching upon, there's stairs on the moon. So Brad kind of takes a look at them all. It's like, as much as I do not have a biological family of my own, I would consider all of you to be members of a so-called family. And I would take the words of those within my companionship to be holding more credence than that of someone who I am just met. Let alone someone who appears to have had their face doused in pixie dust.
Hear, hear, Sabrak.
At that point there, Sonia, regardless of what that might hold, whether it is true or not, I would rather hold your words higher than that of the gnome over there. And I would also wish to aid in finding out the credence of those words as well, the truth, and hold you to a high stature, much like how I do all of us here.
Thank
Mhm.
you, Sabrak.
It is the least I can do.
Even if he thinks he's telling the truth, I don't think my dad would do that. He isn't good per se, but he wouldn't try and destroy this realm. But he's not even trying to destroy the Feywild. He just... I don't believe him.
That's fine. Then that's what we'll go with. And we'll look into it. We'll see what's going on with this. It's important to you. I mean, it could be nothing in the blip of whatever, but it's important to you and that matters. So, we'll,
Wave by to Regan, kind of with like the sup.
Yeah, sure returns the same sort of.
And then just like ruffle Sonia's hair and be like, "This is our family.
Affirmative.
We got you."
we can certainly look into seeing if there's any means to go to the moon. Why not? Sounds fun. Sounds like a gas.
And Sonia turns to Sabrak. You came from a space rock, right? Or the other guys like you? Do you know about any cities on the moon?
That was a very good question, Masterful DM. Would there be any insight?
Not within your
Probably
your purview yet. You're still a smooth brain boy.
Awesome. I gotta work on upgrading my circuitry here.
I mean, I kind of want to go to the moon. I heard once in Neverwinter that somebody thought that the moon was made of cheese.
I heard the moon's haunted.
That is a curious concept. Haunted cheese, perhaps.
See, Sonia, we
It's
have,
green cheese!
we have a
Dad's
plethora of reasons to go.
Dad's in a ghost town made of cheese?
Sure.
Maybe.
I would say this is our
I mean-
attempt of lifting your spirits.
Technically, if he's in a ghost town made of cheese, he would be in some sort of like biological growth and or fungus, would he not?
Affirmative.
Yeah. I mean,
You
that's
guys,
what she
as you
did.
were all doing that, Sonia's face was slowly going from like sad to just kind of like confused.
Would that make him the cheese lord?
The cheese!
Danny
It's just
Cheese
DeChizo.
from the
Sorry,
dark
I'll go
side
with-
of the moon!
My dad,
This
Danny
one was a
DeVito and Danny
brainwave.
DeChizo.
Danny DeChizo.
We're going with Danny DeChizo. That's the thing.
His friends
Yeah, this
call
is
him
just a
Lord,
brainwave.
but that's
Cheese.
that's on the birth certificate.
Right.
Danny DeChizo.
So that's the brainwave it ends off on, and
All right, and you guys head out.
yes,
Do we have a collective brain cell between us? Because I'm not sure.
yes.
It's
We do.
just 100%.
Okay.
It's
I
just
never-
not the brain cell you want.
I never said it was complete. We do have one though.
Amatuma. 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 Amatuma.
Keep losing hit points between.
Sanity hit point.
Look, I copied it before, and
This is what you get.
Keep losing hit points between screens, and I'm like,
right, yeah, I
what?
got
Am
it.
I taking sanity damage now? I know I'm not all there, but Barry, please.
it's like the goat all over again.
The
Right.
invisible goats are
Wow.
attacking you.
It's the goats, man. It's the fucking
Has to be the
goats every
goats.
time.
Wait. Goats give milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And milks used to make cheese.
Yes.
Affirmative.
And cheese is on the moon. It's all connected. Yalrith, you're my dad. I rolled a 1 on intelligence.
And Yaris just looks
Yeah.
down and is like, I don't have those parts.
Meanwhile, Yalrith is just talking to her goats while she's like building this paper mache of the moon. We're going to the moon.
Yes, Goat Lord, I will go to the moon.
Right? She just
Have
sat
some
on a-
cheese.
She just sat on a rock, just playing with these ghosts. It's like, and she finds another like white roundish rock, and it's like, oh, we're going to the moon. She just brings the rock.
Oh no, our spaceship crashed.
Gradually, the trail becomes an old, overgrown lane, widening between dilapidated buildings choked with vines and brush. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises a steep hill, upon which stands a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless, ruins with interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. The whole place is eerily silent. A wooden sign is nailed to a post nearby. It says, "Danger. Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Oh, Jin's favorite.
I'm throwing you in the next one.
If
My
I close
home,
encounters with the chloroform kind.
my family.
I think you mean chlorophyll.
Close enough.
Chloroform
I
is
want to
like...
forget this is chloroform.
Just fall asleep. PPK.
Does it smell like chloroform to you? Oh, no.
Well, at the ready, we'll make sure we can keep an eye out for crazy plants and zombos. With that in mind, Elio will definitely kind of maybe keep a more close eye towards things that are not of a natural plant growth.
I mean, you
As
didn't
they
bring
make their way
Firebolt
along.
as a cantrip.
I think kind of with Elo taking close eye there, Sabrak will kind of motion over towards him and saying,
Elio, I have a query for you.
Another
away.
fucking goat!
What are you talking about?
Mystery.
Ah!
Dear!
Query away,
Vineyard.
my friend.
Within your order of the Druids, is there things that are known as circles per se?
Correct, yes.
Hmm. How far do these circles extend per se?
Um.
I'm not too sure if you may have some possible previous knowledge of this druid that we are looking for.
Oh, the name does not. I don't know if the name rings a bell with Elio. Okay. The name does not ring a bell with me. Druid circles are. You could equate them to sort of like wizardly colleges of learning, I suppose you could put very similarly. It is a group of study that we call circles. So each different kind of druid belongs to a different circle, depending on the base set of skills they learn. Like my instance, I come from the circle of the moon. So I'm
The moon.
talented in
It's
shapeshifting
all connected. It's all connected.
into creatures, animals, as you've seen. I've taken form as a spider and wolf and etc. So that's my circle. There are other circles like Circle of the Stars, which are, they use some of the more celestial powers to do magic and have strength. And there are other ones that read the land more easily. And it's basically a group of learning, group of skills for each of us. So it's not necessarily a literal circle, unfortunately.
I understand more so now. I was also curious if perhaps these circles would interact with one another, and so to have as a roster.
Oh yes, very, very much so. I mean, it doesn't make us any different. I mean, there are druids who like each other, and there are druids who hate each other. That doesn't have much to do with being a druid or even being in a circle. So, but yes, we do commune with each other and all, and tend to have acquaintances within various circles, be it druid or otherwise.
Understood.
I would say with that sort of motion in there, the Brack will very slowly proceed up the pathway, probably to take a look at the sign that's been posted there with the warning with plant monsters and zombies of turning back.
Plants and zombies.
Yep.
Plants versus zombies.
If we just need to not get zombies on my lawn. and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elio will also kind of follow along and maybe kind of slowly make his way towards the building again. He's going to be doing his best to sort of keep an eye out for any sort of odd plants and things that might be of danger.
Okay.
Yeah, Yareth is gonna stick behind Sabrak. Cause,
Big old metal man.
well, yeah, but last time Yareth went first, she got murked by someone with a bow.
Well, there was also the mimic as well, so
I'd forgotten about the mimic. Yeah.
sorry if you're bringing up that bad memory.
As they're walking, she doesn't say anything, but Sonya just kind of like goes and she just kind of grabs Yalrith's hand, and like she like is just kind of walking sheepishly.
Yeah.
Unintentional, but yeah.
Yareth doesn't question it. She just holds Sonia's hand tightly and carries on walking. Mabu, got you.
I'm guessing, as you mentioned before, a lot of these places are just dilapidated ruins that we're walking through.
Yeah, so, cowering in the shadow of an old tree is a crumbled stone cottage with no roof. Weeds are rampant here. In fact, Elio, as you step closer, you realize the weeds aren't weeds.
We want to be careful in here. There's definitely some of possibly those plants that were on the sign.
Look, Dad, it's the bad Kush.
He's not the good shit.
My thought is to leave them alone, unless we have to.
Too late!
It's on
Attack!
for the audience see what it is.
Oh no!
But
So one's going to attack Sabrak, the other's going to attack Sonia.
no.
Man.
What's up?
Way back there?
Oh.
They were hiding in the bushes because
They were the bushes.
Ugh.
Of course.
Okay, Sonia, you are missed with an 8. Sabrak, you are hit. 18 for 4 points of damage.
You see some metal fly off from Sabrak's frame. Is that we are engaging hostile foes?
As this thing pops out of the ground.
I'm your
It was
natural
on the ground.
predator.
If we start hearing chittering saying, "You want some candy?" I'm out.
I was always told don't follow strange men into bushes, but what if the strange man is the bush?
Oh, a bush!
I are bush.
Okay. Sonia.
She was most likely holding on to her sword on the other hand that was not in Yalrith, so she's going to slash at it with Talon. And it'll be a one hand because the other one's still holding. Yeah.
That's it.
Damn.
Nice.
Damage. And then I'm going to do that again, so it's just weed whacking back and forth.
It's dead.
Oh,
We go.
well, I
Oh, we
wasted an
gone.
at 20 on it. On that second attack.
Roll for damage. See how much
Roll
you get.
for extra damage. Make sure it's dead.
God, double tap that
Would have been 20.
for 20 damage.
Wasted.
38 altogether.
Wasted.
It had 4 health.
Well, that has like
Wasted.
negative 20 something.
You know what? You start a brush fire.
Stomp it out.
Oh
with-
dear.
I stomp it with my hooves.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Jin.
Seeing as Sonya has that one mangled beyond recognition,
And the other one did damage your charge.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm gonna move to here and whip a spear at that poor bastard.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, javelin. Ah!
That's gonna hit.
Ah!
Yeah, it's dead.
Explodes into little grass shards.
Oh yeah, into little twigs, little bits of twigs. Just
Hey, look, more javelins.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Toothpicks.
go get my javelin back.
Mouse-sized javelins.
Now, if Elio turns into a mouse, he has a javelin to use.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can get them into anywhere. We just put them on the tip of the javelin and go.
You all turn into mice. That's right. This is the all mouse episode.
Excellent.
Persona
Perfect.
5.
Looking forward towards it.
Going to Redwall, guys.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So, in the cottage, then is that filled with other plant thingies, or is it now?
Nope.
Fine.
But you notice that the potential for them around here is high.
Mm.
At least we may prevent ourselves from being caught off guard. If
So,
Leo
yeah.
at least is aware of them.
Stomps out.
He's gonna go into the little cottage room there, kind of carefully, make sure there's no other little creatures hiding about.
Okay.
I think when Neely was kind of taking a look around, Sabrak would kind of examine the remains of the I guess you could call it the plant creature there. Would it be possible to do a nature check on them?
Certainly.
All right, let's see what happens.
Hey.
Snap.
No longer smooth brain robot.
You are much wrinkle, much
Guys,
squish.
where were all of these lat 20s when we had to figure out where my dad was? I see where your priorities lie.
We don't do
Oh,
important
yeah.
things.
So,
They lie in XP.
you know, this is a twig blight. They're basically created when there's large undeath in the area, sometimes even associated with vampires.
Oh.
But in this case, you're probably like, good, when that volcano went off and, you know, that mass amount of life that was lost, there's definitely a huge, negative life force kind of here. So it's seeping into the plants and stuff around, which is causing these blights to appear.
Okay. Yeah, Sabrak would just be taking a look through the remains of it, and you just hear it underneath. Sort of the voice modulation would kind of bring about that, sort of mentioning the eruption of Mount Hodono nearby Neverwinter that caused such devastation at that point. These are truly blighted lands.
He'll just kind of nods, goes, "Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense." Yeah. He's just gonna look about this room, maybe see if there's anything of interest here. If you want to do perception or.
Yeah, just an investigation, perception, whatever you're. Okay. You find some evidence that people that have lived here, some cookery and whatnot. You find a copper coin wedged in between some of the floorboards.
He'll leave that there. Yeah, just sort of make his way out and be like, yeah, it's just, maybe you see. Point being is we find our quarry here, i.e. the other druid.
Oh, to concur. Expediency will no doubt help us, considering of this area. We have no idea how many more of these twig blights will be in the area.
Would Sabrak know, like, what kind, like a twig blight, would that be an undead or elemental?
They would be considered plants, sort of like they're
Small plant,
Okay.
natural evil.
Okay.
very spooky.
Point being, it's not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
No, but it's created by lots of negative energy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, but protection from evil and good does little for it.
Correct.
Well, let's carry on, see what else we can find here. Maybe we can check this small. I'm assuming this is a small shed up to the north, or even just go around a circle. Where do we want to start? How do we want to do this?
Barry, can I do a survival check to see if any of these places seem to have more like foot traffic in the path? Or, like,
Absolutely.
Smart.
boop. Oh.
There's a lot of foot traffic. A lot of foot traffic. Can't differentiate what they are, but a lot of people drag their feet around here.
Oh yeah, because you get Sambos. Yeah.
Zambies.
Zombie.
I can't
In
find the non-dragged feet among the dragged feet. Not with a 10.
Yeah, but it seems like there's been a lot of activity here.
Yeah. I mean, Sonya's really focused on the moon right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable.
I mean,
Yeah,
Elo's probably gonna do the same as he goes around up towards the north area.
I know, the moon's pretty interesting. I'd be thinking about it too, as I'm going up north.
She kind of like as she was looking at the footprints, it's almost as if it was just kind of like a instinct to do so, like in like, hey, check the area. Like,
Yeah, just kind of
she's
looking
not-
down as you go.
Yeah, it's like she's not even intending to do it. She's just scanning on like through years and years of doing so.
Oh, Sabrak will thank Jin for dispatching of the foe with a nod and say,
My thanks for destroying of that evil aberration.
You're welcome.
Hopefully your rest has provided you enough ample ability to recharge your battery, for no doubt we'll be facing quite a few of these fiends.
Yes, indeed.
Elio.
Kind of, he like looks at the rest of you and going, "The hell did he just say?"
Hilo just
Okay.
smirks.
Elio, that building there has a weathered signboard by the door of the large building. It shows a faded image of a work horse holding a flagon of ale. The building is sagging and dilapidated, but it is more intact than the ruins across the road.
Well, this building seems a little more intact than the rest.
Well, perhaps we may investigate it then.
Yep, Elio is sort of not going on his own. He's trying to wait for the group.
yep, Sabrak will slowly trail along.
I will follow and step behind Zabrak.
If Elio were to place his ear gently up, is there a door? Is there like a door at all, or is it just like open?
There's a door.
Okay, yeah, Elio will sort of very gently place his ear down, like to the door kind of thing, see if he can hear anything within the inside.
Okay, just do a perception check. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh,
Some sonar dishes.
He will say, he's like, I don't really hear anything going on in there, so proceed with caution.
I
Jin, do
believe
you
that would be...
want to go first, or who wants
Sure,
to?
why not?
You seem big, strong lad like yourself.
The door kicker returns.
Beep beep.
yeah. Mad flex.
Although I am gonna flat out boot the door, because why not?
Jin, you notice that there are 4 bodies slumped up against the walls of this former bar.
Careful, they might be zombies.
No? I relay that message to the group. Just
All right. Well, fair warning that they may stand up, so don't feel free to put them back down.
Affirmative.
I mean, okay.
Just Knuckles.
Just saying. There's lots of evidence, like I said, undead and plants.
Yeah, I did hear.
Mhm.
He is gonna kind of duck into it, make his way kind of around the room, investigating
As you fully enter, the zombies stand up.
Thriller,
I
thriller.
would have expected this twist.
However,
What a
it will just go into regular initiative. They don't get a surprise round because they slow ass dead people. I was napping.
Oh, one off my
man.
favorite number. Really got to work on those rolls.
I love that one of the zombies is 0.
Gotta love that negative modifier.
Ooh.
So good.
-2.
Even better when you
Oof.
see negative on the initiative tracker.
Yeah. Elio.
Okay.
You definitely heard the offer.
Yeah, well, we may as well, we're gonna fling a frostbite at one of them, the one right across from me.
Meh.
Okay, that's a hit. 8 points of damage.
Tis a constitution save. But if they don't make saves, then Schmidt.
My arteries are slowly freezing. So
Question for you guys. Do you think that, like, 2 weeks after your expiration for Lindt chocolate is still safe?
Oh yeah.
If it's
Oh, God,
white,
yeah.
don't eat it. But if it's otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's really only when it starts to oxidize.
Well, the
Oh, okay.
bag. It was the best before date for the bag, and now there's Lindt chocolate all over my floor. And it was
Wow.
wet for some reason.
Ew.
That's
Oh
grody.
god.
Is it a
Okay,
drawer?
so
I
it's
don't know.
saved.
So it doesn't take the damage then.
No damage. Okay.
Just kind of hits it.
So in that instance, then Elio is going to throw a Eldritch Blast.
Smeldritch Blast. Ooh, a 24. I don't know if that's gonna hit.
These zombies. They aren't zombies, they're zambies.
One.
Oh,
So that's
just like a
D10,
slap.
isn't it?
Huh?
That's a D10.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so your Eldritch Blast launches across the room, lances forth, stops right in front of him, just goes.
It takes his ear off.
Just a nick.
And as that happens, you see a big puff of ash.
Don't breathe that in.
gnarly.
Okay.
Just see Jin's fighting like this now.
Don't you wish now you became an air ganassi instead?
Right. Just walk around the entire time holding your breath.
It misses you.
Womp womp.
Walking spore factories here.
Jin.
Okay, so I know that the one to the north of me attacked, correct?
Correct, yep.
Well, I'm gonna attack the one to the east of me
Okay.
instead. With my great swords.
Hit. Okay.
And then I am going to blow a key point to follow up with flurry of blows. So,
Yeah. Hit.
yeah.
Sweet. So as you hit it and punch it and everything, there's a big poof around it, so I need you to make a con save.
Well, there's still one more to go.
Okay.
Sorry. Ah, there's the one.
You
Awesome.
stub your toe.
Okay, and Constitution, you said?
Please. Oh no.
Ah, no.
Okay. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws and ability checks
Yikes.
for the next minute.
Well, probably for this round of combat then.
That's alright with me. Womp womp.
Is that everything for you then, Jin? Jinny Jin?
I believe so. I am just double checking. So, yeah, that's it for now.
Yalrith.
Gareth probably would have heard the commotion and saw Elio launching stuff into the room, so she'll come up behind Sabrak. She'll have let go of Sonia's hand. Don't worry, she's not dragging Sonia with her. She will.
He's not dragon. It's on
No.
your
I missed that. First off, it will be
EM dab.
frostbite on the plants as a cantrip.
Yeah,
On the
that's
zombies?
bad, man.
Yep, on the zombies.
Okay, so they have to do a con save.
Yes.
So the one straight ahead
Yes.
flips you the bird.
Yara sticks out her tongue. And then she will go in with a. Wait, could I take the Hellish Rebuke and react to it?
Well, it didn't damage you.
No, not the whatever the zombie did. The poke. My brain is really slow. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you could do Hellish Rebuke from the psychic damage that it did from flipping you the bird.
That's what I mean. It flips me the bird, and my response is Hellish Rebuke. Like, can I get away with that as a react?
I want you to sell me how she's been damaged by this insult. You sell it to me and I'll give it to you.
Got it. Okay, so upon this random zombie flipping Yaura as the bird, it's just too much for the poor girl. She's been kicked in the chest. She's been writing all night. She's carrying a lot of emotional baggage that's not all her own. And then this zombie comes along and is just like, yeah. And then
Alright.
flips to the bird. She's wounded, man.
All right, you take 1 point of emotional damage, and I will
Got
allow you
it.
to Hellish Rebuke.
Got it.
Her best friend's in trouble. She's feeling like crap.
Her
Right.
dad's on
Read
the moon.
between the lines.
Read between the lines.
Boom.
Hellish rebuke.
I didn't know they sold cigarettes on
I have to cast it at level 5! I have to cast it at level 5!
Oh my god.
Let's see if that dex save can help.
As we know, zombies are very dexterous.
Super dexterous. So close.
So, after it flips you the bird and you get emotionally hurt, it ignites and just immolates on the spot. It is a pile of ash.
Next time you feel like bullying somebody, people watching
Remember.
this, careful. They may just make you spontaneously combust.
Correct. So be nice to other people.
Well, there goes initiative 0, zombie.
Bye, Jimbo.
So I killed the right one then. Got it.
He
So,
died how
that
he
was-
lived, giving
That was
0 fucks.
an action, casting a cantrip. A reaction, casting Hellish Rebuke. You still have a bonus action.
And what spell
Oh, okay,
is
I can
a
cast another
bonus
cantrip.
action?
You certainly can.
So, Yaris can't see any more zombies, so
Correct.
she is smart and is going to push past Elio and Sabrak to get into the room.
And go. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, fuck. Have any of them taken any damage?
Yes.
Which one?
The one next to Jin, to the east there.
Right.
To his right.
Fuck it. No, she's going to attack the one next to him there, and it's going to be a Smelter's Blaze. No, that's the wrong
Okay.
button.
Smash!
Smelter's Blaze.
Nice hit.
Roll damage, yes?
Yes. 20's gonna hit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Hey.
My brain was like, that's how much damage you just did, and it's like, no. No, that's not how it works. I am extremely tired, I apologise.
So,
It's another- It's another 16-hour day, yo.
My friend abandons me out in the middle of the street. No,
contemplate goats and the moon.
no, she's like, ah, crap. My family that is on this planet is in danger. 5, 10, excuse me. And the other 2 seem damaged. She's gonna go for the
Fresh.
yeah, she'll go for the fresh, and then we'll see.
Fresh
Nice.
Hey, point for
Nice.
you. That talent of
that
yours
nice
is
one.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I hear talent's pretty good.
He is. He's very
He
good.
is most good.
She just like full on through the skull attack.
Still alive. Or undead.
And she gets it out of the skull and
Still
goes
kicking.
to slash the neck.
Still
Second
wriggling.
attack.
Oh my gosh, a 20. That's not good. Of course it's gonna hit. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you bring it down initially like crack, and then you pull it out and you go and you lob off its head.
Yes. And I like to
You did-
think that the head bonked into the other one.
I love how you did more damage with the non-crit.
Right.
Sometimes how the rolls work.
Only by
That's
one.
how it
Only
goes.
by one.
Well, was it this game that was implementing the max
it's 'cause
damage
of-
and
I rolled 2. Like I had 2 ones.
There's 2
amidst
ones in
that,
there.
Yeah.
or was it the other game?
Hmm?
I can't remember if it was this game. I was like, you know what, just do max damage for one and then roll the other dice.
I think it was for a different game there.
I think
For a
it's for a
different
different game. Yeah, because that's another way of doing crits is where you basically you get max damage on what your damage should be, and then you roll for your crit.
The extra dice, yeah.
Precisely.
That's what Mark Humes does over on High Rollers, and I think it's pretty cool.
Mm.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions because I'm a fighter. So
As Fenfire would say, I'm a melee fighter.
Ah,
That's
fun.
my thing.
what was it? The bonus action you can trip. So I trip into the other zombie.
Sebrak. Salbrak?
Sebrak.
Sobrak?
Sober.
Soba
Yeah.
noodles?
Soba?
Alrighty. Well,
Boba?
seeing that
Boba. Boba. Boba.
Oh,
Boba. There you go. We got lots of
Boba.
names for this middleman. saying that his friends and colleagues and family are entering this dilapidated area. I'm assuming there's not too much illumination inside the place.
I mean, there's a lot of holes in the wall, so you're getting some dim illumination from outside.
Fair enough. Okay, so trudge on in. See that his allies are there. He will intercede between the space between Yalrith and the other ash zombie, and he shall bring forth his mighty mace to see if he can do a little bit of a crunch.
Crunch.
You know, as sad as it might seem, it does hit.
Oh wow! I was thinking that'd be like whoosh for 5 points of that bludgeoning damage, yo.
Actually, Sonia, I forgot. You need to roll me a con save.
Oh no!
Poof poof.
You're fine.
Yeah.
But
Yay!
now, Sonia and Jin, you both need to roll me a
Because
con
I'm
save.
smacking
This
the
is
zombies
smack
around.
this one.
I learned
You're
off
at
the first
dis-
mouthful of ash.
You're at disadvantage, actually, Jin, because you got your mouthful.
Nice. Nice.
So you have 23.
All right. So yeah, it's still up.
Okay, well then, since we are dealing with the undead, Sabrak, after smashing the creature about with his mace, he'll once again bargain Iron Man, boop, with casting some sacred flame.
Is it just when they die or when they get hurt?
When they get hit.
Should I have to do 2 then?
Nah, we're good.
I only did one and I hit the guy 3 times, so.
Hmm.
All right.
As he's kind of smoldering with radiant energy.
Yeah.
Right, that takes care of Sabrik's actions. So I guess it's a zombie's turn.
Yeah, that's not deeply ingrained.
No.
It will attack at the Jin.
Oh. Here, persistent zombie.
Kill. Leo.
He gon' Eldritch Blast. To the one that is in front of Jin.
It's firing this Eldritch Blast over his shoulder, or the one
Fire away.
like that one.
One that's in front of him, so to the north of him.
So, the sandwiched one.
Okay, 20 will hit.
Yay! 5 times the amount of last one.
Hell yeah.
Still up.
Ugh.
No, he said.
Oh, I see. Elio will have his claws or nails extend to claws, and he'll rend it with a primal savagery. Ooh.
Oh.
Somebody's getting clawed. It's not
I
the
swear to
zombie.
God, if I wind up like a fingernail or something in the shoulder.
Well,
I
there's
need
two
I need
options.
50-50 here.
You want to roll for it, Sabrak? Just a D20?
D20 to determine.
It's Jin.
Oh.
It's always me.
Roll your damage.
Sit down. What the?
Acid!
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Sorry. This is too much ash. I can't see.
Boy, what kind of nail polish do you have on?
I did say this was going to happen once in the campaign. I'm going to pick Elio up and use him as a weapon.
Coming at you, Jin.
Yep. That's
Its
a
arm
no.
falls off. Its arm falls off. Because this to smack at you, it makes contact, but you're so solid that, you know, as it goes boom, the rest of its arm just goes boom and cantilevers over and then falls off on the floor in front of you, and you both kind of look down at it, and it's like, ooh.
She goes to pick up the arm and hand it back to him. Want to try again?
I think at that point just grabs it at the shoulder. It's like, here, I'll give you a hand. Slaps him with it.
Slap.
Yeah. That happened.
If he's wielding his own arm, is that an improvised weapon?
It is your turn.
I'm
That
actually
counts as
contemplating
being
wielding
armed.
the... Nope. We're going to go with the great sword again.
Hit.
To the one that I was previously attacking, so the one that's in the corner.
Baby in the corner, yeah.
Another 9 to this dude.
How doth he die?
Oh, I'm gonna do the big ol' greatsword thrust, and then pin him to the wall. And then as he just kind of slumps and slowly splits and off of it, Jin goes as a bonus action. It just waits.
Alright, there is no more ash cloud from this one.
Kicks it again while it's on the ground. That's it.
Alright, well in that case. Alright, Yalrith.
Yareth shall send a witch bolt at the thing. The last one standing.
Okay. That's a hit.
That's gonna be that, because I am warlock.
I am warlock, hear me roar.
So, that's what, 33 points of damage?
Wait,
Yes.
no, I'm casting these at level 5 and they should be 3. Give me a second. I'm tired and I did that wrong.
Overpowered.
There we go. It's 20.
A better roll, so we'll go with that.
Well, that's 19 more HP than it has.
I
So,
didn't
how does it die?
Gareth just kind of
It's
like
alright.
waves her hand round in a circle. The witch bolt appears in her hand, and then she just kind of flings it around Sprack, and it just pounds this zombie right in the chest, and the light, and it sinks in, and like it almost melts, like similar to acid, as it like burns and fizzles into his chest, and then the power just radiates through the body as it kind of crumples in a smoking mess to the floor.
Zombie light show.
Yeah.
I will be right back. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't like the implication of these people that died in a volcano having ash in their lungs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, evil ash that changes them into zombies.
Fuck. This is trigger happy warlock. What
There's
it
just so
was.
much power.
Why did I
Mother
think we were
gave you
on
a
level?
slight boost for a while because you were taking care of me.
I would say that is acceptable. As the Brack kind of takes a look at the bodies there, and sort of, I would say, piecing things up and outside with the outsides.
Appears that there are many things tainted by that of what caused the destruction here at Mount Otono. There's quite
yeah.
a bit of evil that radiates here.
There was a sign that was warning against zombies and plants, so makes me wonder who put up the sign. Why bother? So obviously someone's gotta be here. Just gotta find him.
I would think that it might be the Druid that we are sent to find.
Yeah.
Liam did say that he was around here. Maybe that was a last vestige of what remained of him. Perhaps, hopefully, he is still within this area.
Would be good. Oh my goodness, poor
What's up,
son.
Sonya? What's up?
I've been rolling to see how she's like, you know what? No, like I'm not gonna think about what happened back in the town. I'm gonna like focus on the current. I've yet to roll a double-digit number, I think. So.
She's just thinking about it. She's just thinking
Yeah,
about it.
it's
She's
still
just
on
thinking
her
about
mind.
it.
How is everyone faring in terms of bodily integrity?
Jed's a little, got a little bit on him.
That one hurt my fifis and wanna.
Did you just call your feelings your fifis?
Yeah.
Oh, you sweet summer child. I love
To
you.
be fair, this building is pretty secure. If you wanted to take a rest here, and we can use this as a stopping point for the evening.
Right.
I will rebuild and shore up the door that I booted in then.
Yes.
All right.
And yeet the zombie remains out the door. Sweep them up in a dustpan and.
Yeah, always will prestidigitate any goo.
However, Jin will also go outside and say a small prayer for the people who have died to the volcano.
Okay. What the volcano? We take
Who
a
would like to go to
sacrifice.
the volcano and be eaten like goats?
And the gods can eat it
Sacrifice?
What we need is a
No,
real,
no.
genuine hero.
Would you like me to sacrifice? No, I can't do it. I don't want to sacrifice.
The King Julian voice gets me every time. I love it.
Fucking Julian.
Oh no!
See, I told you about defeat. We are all stake to him.
And on that copyright bombshell.
Don't worry. DreamWorks is good.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
No, I
that's
mean,
fine.
no, I don't know. I mean, I actively advocate for DreamWorks all the time, any chance I get, though. So.
Fair.
DreamWorks is good. We're good. We're fine. We're totally
Oh,
fine. Yeah, we're good
we
with
should
that.
be
Yeah,
okay.
okay. We're good with that.
Legal is
we got
clear.
our legal- We got our legal team on this.
Legal team sitting there going, "What are you doing?"
Legal team
Don't
is
say those things.
legal team is just Yalworth with the goats.
Our legal
Next
team
thing you
is
know-
just like a legal notepad laying on the floor. Not even a person.
Yep.
It's just
It's a rock.
It's just an object.
It's a rock with a pair of glasses on it, wearing a little suit.
So, did you guys enjoy your little session today?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's good.
Always a wonderful
good.
time.
Did I introduce enough internal crisis for Sonya?
My first
100%.
parent turned into the moon.
That's rough, man.
It is. Till next time.
Enter.
Next
I guess,
time,
yeah.
stay
if you
tuned,
like-
chasers.
End of episode announcements. If you liked what you saw in the episode today, then perhaps give a follow or a subscription. Future streams will be listed on the our Twitch schedule, as well as we will make posts about them on Facebook, which are the @ is over that way on the other side of Yalorith. We also got our NPC contest, which because our episodes are filmed far in advance, it will be a while before the winners get included in episodes, but if you enter that, we do pick a winner. The details will be in the after episode information. But you do
We
need
do
to be
have our
following
first
us.
winner.
Oh, we do?
That's correct.
We
Hell
do.
Yes.
I don't handle that. That's something-
Trying to include them in the next game. We shall see.
Nice.
Ooh. So,
So yeah.
keep some of your submissions going
Wonderful.
there, guys. We want to have you part of our adventure.
And you do need to be following
possibly
on
die
Facebook
horribly.
for that to work. So make sure that you follow all the requirements listed in the steps. That will be appearing in a moment. I think that is it for announcements, though. So
I believe so.
bye.
Thank you so much, people. Have a
Farewell.
wonderful one.
Adios.
The dice roll forever in your favor. So don't give Jin any forks. Got it.